Hi, everybody. Today we're going to talk about the timer role, which is a really important part of the meeting. Of course, every role is important, but the timer, as you know, helps us start, end on time, and make sure that people don't go over time with their roles. In order to be ready for this role, you're going to need some kind of a stopwatch. Most people use their phone, some kind of a tracking sheet or blank piece of paper, or you may want to print the agenda off so you can make notes next to the speakers' names and the other people with roles. I'm going to show you the virtual backgrounds that we use at Thunderbird. So obviously green, yellow, red. Now I have a psychedelic one here. It doesn't have to be this one that you use. If you like this one, it is extremely intense. And the reason we do that is if a speaker is talking and isn't noticing the timing lights, sometimes this will get their attention because it is so hideous. When explaining your role at the beginning, keep in mind that there are often either guests or new members that really don't understand this. So don't get creative. Keep it simple. Follow the handbook. For example, say we have one icebreaker and one regular 5 to 7 minute speech. If I'm the timer, I'm going to say, after I've said what the timer does, for the icebreaker tonight, at 4 minutes, you'll see the green. At 5 minutes, you'll see the yellow. At 6 minutes, you'll see the red. At 6 minutes, 30 seconds, you'll see the psychedelic background. With a person who's doing an icebreaker for the first time, I'm not going to cut them off right at 6 minutes, 30 seconds. We give them a couple of minutes leeway if necessary, but not a lot of leeway. So it's not like somebody's going to do a 10-minute icebreaker because that doesn't work well for the club. Similarly, for our 5 to 7 minute speech tonight, you'll see the green light at 5, the yellow at 6, the red at 7, the psychedelic background at 7 minutes, 30 seconds. And at that point, it's up to the Toastmaster to interrupt the speaker and say, "Excuse me, but your time is up." In terms of reporting, so you're going to be timing all the roles. So from the very beginning, when the chair starts talking, again, things can get out of hand pretty quickly if the roles aren't all timed. In the bottom left corner of the agenda, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see that, maybe a little bit. That's really helpful for the timer because it tells you with the total number of minutes how you organize the lights. It's a good review, actually. So with the speeches, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, super easy. But with things like the evaluations with 3 minutes, if you need guidelines or a review according to the bottom corner of the agenda, if you have a 3-minute time allocated, your green light goes on at 2 minutes, your yellow light goes on at 2 minutes, 30 seconds, and the red goes on at 3. And then again, the psychedelic 30 seconds after that. So it's a very useful reference tool. So you will be timing everything. Make sure you have the lights so the Toastmaster doesn't get carried away. Notice the time, but you'll actually be reporting back at the end of the meeting only on certain timings. So that will be the prepared speakers, how long they spoke. And, there's no need to say, well, so-and-so had a 5 to 7 minute speech and they did really well because we don't want a bunch of judgment about that sort of thing. 5 to 7 minute speech, or you just say, and speaker number 2, so-and-so spoke for 7 minutes and 10 seconds, just short to the point. That's all we're interested in, not your opinion about whether they did well or not. So there will be prepared speeches, table topic speakers, of course. Some general evaluators will ask you for the times for the evaluators as well. And this can be helpful in doing a general evaluator report. If the evaluator has 3 minutes allocated and they spoke for 30 seconds, that's good information. They really need to extend it. If all the evaluators went over time, it means that they need to boil down their thoughts so they can do them within the 3 minutes or the 3 minutes, 30 seconds. And I think that's all you need to know. If you don't have those virtual backgrounds, you can go to member downloads on our club website and get them. Also, for any role, if you don't have what you need, reach out to another member or contact the Toastmaster of the evening to make sure you're ready, because really it's the Toastmaster who's in charge of the meeting and will be able to help you if you need it. So I guess in conclusion, what I would say is keep your timing explanation at the beginning super simple. For guests and new members, don't try to get creative. None of this, when you have 1 minute left, I'm going to show this. When you have 1 minute, like it's too complicated. Should be the colors on 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7. And for table topics, of course, it's green at 1 minute, yellow at 1 minute, 30 seconds, red at 2 minutes, psychedelic at 2 minutes, 30. And hopefully the table topics master will review that before we start table topics. So don't do that at the beginning of the meeting with your other timing explanations. People just forget about it. Better to review it in the second half. All right, so I think that's all you need to know, and good luck with the timing. You are a very important part of the meeting to keep us on track. Bye for now.